superb, superb. One of my favourite marches. One of many. One of many. But all I can say is, if you like that, you're going to like the rest of this evening. It is our picks. It is our favourites. And I can tell you what, there is a cracking list. Absolutely cracking list. 9 tunes from each of us, making 27. And then we have the host band. So that's 28 clips to get through. So let's quickly get through the comments because we've got loads and loads and loads coming in. I'm losing ones already. Lisa's in, Reggie and Tilly are in, Gavin's in, Gillian Johnson in Derby, William Smith, Jennifer McAllister in Craigney, Joy Cullen. She must be in a different room from Reggie and Tilly. Joshua is in, Alan Knox is in, Charles Pearson is in Lithengrove. Carl Porter is in tonight. She's looking forward to the favourites, Carl. They are immense, absolutely immense. Lindy is in, Mary, Keith, Johnny McCann, John Gordon in Bangor, Elaine Tucker in Lisburn, Elizabeth Graham, Adrian McAvenna, Raglan Holmes says that's a tune for the accordion. It is absolutely superb on the accordion as well.
No.
Like all tunes, there's so much better in the accordion. Logan is in Northampton, Karina and Ray McHugh, Jean Kerr, Gary Bryan. It says, oh, very good, Guy. Guy says, good evening from Ballinamallard, famous for Ballinamallard accordion. Love it, love it. Where's Kenny? We need Kenny in. Pamela is in, James Reid is in, John Brown says, mind some Thistle numbers for wee China's inspiration. John, it is my favourite Snight. There is only one clip that was maybe 2 or 3 clips that were cert to get in, and one of them is the Green Gars. I'm not giving
giving away the game, you already.
I'm not giving it away. Everybody knew that there was one pick that I would definitely have in. Definitely. Susan is watching from Susan McCann in there. William Riddle from Thornley Bank. Norris is in. Alan Knox. Lindy wants to know, has Mr. Miller his bets on tonight? Don't know. Harry MacArthur's in Glasgow. Kenny Dummigan, there we go. Good evening from Larne, the home of Dummigan's accordion. It doesn't, I'll have to get used to saying the Ballinamallard one because it just doesn't flow off the tongue the way the Larne one does. Muriel is in, Jean Kerr, Caroline Hughes are both in, Mary Sloan, Tommy Lloyd's in again tonight after his Liverpool night last night because that was basically, most of them were for Liverpool, let's face it. Billy Sheen's in from Airdrie, Jean Campbell, Alan Finlay, Penny Johnson, William Callahan, Wesley Stitt. Am I reading this right, Penny? Did you say you actually like the Pacer? Are you sure? Is that accurate? Did you really say that?
Hang on, are we actually live and actually talking to real people, not just AI robots? Somebody's typed it in wrong. Somebody's typed it wrong.
She's typed it wrong. There's no way she's put that in. Jim McManus is watching. He says he missed last night because he was watching the Blues. Jim, you missed a brilliant night last night. It was all English bands. Nothing but English bands.
I just realised something. Do you know if we had a Penny's favourite night? We'd have a very quick show.
Brian McBride is in from Armoy, Robert Harkness is in from Cookstown, William Callahan in, Wesley Stitt's in, Princeless Ashley J is in, Eddie says he's still waiting on the wee man, good man Eddie. Eamon Denise, I know what that is. I know what that means. Will Ham is watching, Jonathan Courtney is watching, Alan Finlay says quiz tonight, how many accordions? Actually, not that many. Believe it or not. Joy Cullen says we have it up on the big TV, then use our phones to comment. We're all in the one room. So Tilly's more important than you, basically, Joy, as far as Reggie's concerned. Ronnie's in from Portrush, just back from Ballysullen. Of course, Ballysullen was today. I didn't get because I've had a really, really sore head all day. Last night, but Roy he loved it, but he forgot to bring his machine for the phone to go on the laptop or the tripod, so we couldn't go live. But was it nice seeing live bands? Right? How many was there actually?
I can't remember now. Count the bands.
Can't get the staff, folks. Can't get the staff.
I took one or two pictures.
Well, what we can do is we can show you a live clip of the host band today. Ballysullen would have been having their parade today and did you ever think that I was going to get saying that? This is them at the Ballysullen Memorial Parade 2021. sun shining on God's people. Wasn't that brilliant to see live bands once again? And hopefully it continues in that vein. So do me a favour, take a canny everywhere else so that nothing spreads and that we can keep having parades, okay? So, you know, like, don't do anything else other than parade. So that we can keep doing it. Right, we need to get through these clips because we have a lot to get through tonight. We'll probably run over. I'm warning you in advance, but there are some crackers. You'll be mad to miss it tonight, okay? So let's start. First choice is mine. I'm starting it off this evening. I think this.
Mind you, she did put up a fight. I will say that, folks, because it was me filled the spreadsheet out with all the names and numbers last night, and Valerie goes, "I'm not going first. You not put me first. People think I've done." No, so I'll just let everybody know. Valerie did not want to go first. I forced you to go first.
Though I'm actually, I know this may come as no surprise to some of you, but I think this is maybe the only Blood and Thunder band that I've picked. But it's a cracker. This is one of my favourite, I'm going to say this the whole night, one of my favourite clips. But it is Drummer Hagel's Young Defenders playing Last of the Mohicans in Korean in 2019. And the reason that I love this clip so much is listen to the drums, because they're down at enclosed street buildings on both sides. And the drums, when they're playing at the beginning, sound like the cracks of gunfire. Absolutely brilliant clip. And on a mobile phone too. So this is the Hegels playing Last of the Mohicans. Superb. You can see now why I picked it. The flutes are on point. The drums are crack off those coming down that that side street. It's absolutely fantastic. Brilliant clip. Hi to Peter Murray there in Bronnybridge. Robert Forster is watching. Glenn Miller says one of the best in the road, tuneful flutes and drum corps never have an off night. Fantastic from the Hegel, says Alan. Movinus can't wait to get on the road. Absolutely. Raymond says get crack off those drums. Fantastic jockey. Hamilton jockey. I'm sorry I do have to tell you, but there will be accordions this evening. Hello to everyone for good old Limavady. That is Helen Thompson. John McLaughlin's in Derbyshire. Blood and Thunder rocks, but very few bands play it now, unfortunately. Oh, there's a few. Jones in watching as well. Robert Goldsmith says Drum Derg play it better. Oh, Robert, wash your mouth out, Robert. Wash your mouth out. Gail Hendon is in from Lancashire. Amanda Hall is commenting on Sam and the dogs. Of course, we saw Sam and the dogs in the first clip and going extremely well. It is so lovely to actually get to see them out now. I mean, they're fully grown. They were pups when all of this business started. Lots of comments there for Ballysullen as well. Some great comments there. Now, next up is Lisa's clip. So Lisa's first choice, this may surprise some of you, Lisa went for a melody flute band. She chose William King Memorial playing Path to Peace, beautiful piece of music, at the Somme in 2018. I'm telling you what, 3 clips down out of our 28, 25 more clips to go. Every bit as good as that there. I'm telling you, you are in for a cracking night with the music tonight. And carrying on in the same vein, Roy's first clip. I don't know who would have guessed this one, but it's Mourne Young Defenders playing at their own parade on the 3rd of August in 2018.
And the reason I picked this clip is because it was the very first clip ever played on Virtual Band Parade.
But it's also a cracking clip. Isn't this is the one where the drum major, Wally John, is acting the idiot, and it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Love that clip. Always love that clip. It makes me smile every time. So, talking to a good friend of mine just literally about half an hour before the show, and he gave me a fantastic idea. I think we need to start a campaign. Okay, our marching bands are brilliant. Let's face it, they're brilliant. And I mean, 4 bands in, and you can see how brilliant our marching bands are. But do we, as spectators, show that at the side of the road? No, we're not. We stand there with our arms folded, watching them, our hands in the pockets, or whatever we're doing. So I think from now on, when you see a band walking past you on the road and you enjoy what they're doing, give them a clap. 2 seconds. All it takes, just give them a clap. The band will appreciate it. Make feel them appreciate it. And you might think, well, I'll be the first person to start clapping. But I guarantee you, the minute you start, other people start as well. And I think that's what we should start doing now, is because we've missed them so much, start showing our appreciation for them, because we have the best bands in the world. We are so, so lucky here. So this is our new campaign. Clap your band. Maybe I could come up with a catchier phrase than that there if I think about it. But
Clap your band your clap.
Yeah. No, but I think we'll get a catchier phrase for it. But definitely, I think we should be giving them a clap if we enjoy what they're doing. Now, up to our next clip. My pick, this one. However, Stephen says the Muskehounds will probably get slapped. No, I would even clap the Muskehounds. I absolutely would.
That reminds me, Valerie, of something you said last night.
What?
You didn't clap a band. You slapped the band on the butt.
That was a band. It wasn't me.
It was you.
It was my friend. It was my friend. Big hand for the band. That's a nice one, Edward. Give your band the clap. No, that's Glenn. That's why I didn't like mine. Clap for the band. No, I didn't like that. We think of something else. But yes, we do. We do. We definitely do. But we'll get a slogan. I like the big hand for the band. I like that one, Edward. That's a very, very good one. Now, the next clip, brilliant clip. It's not a band from here, but it's a brilliant clip. And I love this clip. My pick, this one, my second pick. And I love this one for one reason. Because what's better than a single piccolo? 94 of them. I laughed at comments. Oh, three piccolos. It's great and hard getting three piccolos playing together. Next came 94 of them. So that's why I picked that clip. Absolutely brilliant. And of course it was Stars and Stripes Forever, famous Susan March tendency to run away at the end of it, but absolutely brilliant. So it was. Now, up next is Lisa's next clip. I thought we were having Lisa on, Roy, to explain why she picked the clips.
Yeah, so did I, but she chose to ignore my little voice comment that I sent on the car on the way back home again, but, you know, like she tends to do whenever she doesn't want to answer something, she ignores it.
Naughty Lisa.
You can always send Chris on to explain why he picked some.
Naughty Lisa. Now, Lisa's next clip is a Blood and Thunder band. It is Pride of the Shore flip band at Clockfern Young Conquerors Battle of the Bands in 2020. I don't know why she picked it, but I'm sure it's a good one. There you go. Lisa's given a reason. Pride at the Shore, because in my opinion, the best small blood on the road. She could have said that to the camera very, very easily. Or is that Chris, maybe? Is that Chris? What a done. Oh, she's shy. She's shy. Now, Roy's next clip, I'm sure it will come as no surprise to you guys. We actually have been trying to surprise you this evening with some of our clips, because we have tried to pick bands that you probably didn't think we would pick. But Roy's next one is definitely not a surprise. It is who, Roy?
Gertrude Starr. No. No. It's Rascal Protestant Boys, and this was them at the Pride of the Hill parade in 2021. So just from last week. So a nice new clip of them. I hope you enjoy.
Getting the ads at the bottom of the screen. Is it something new Facebook's doing?
No, the two things. It's called end screens on YouTube, and Neil chooses when to put them in. It's to advertise his next video, or a video, is selected video, and then also the one on the right hand side then is the subscribe to Neil button.
Oh, okay.
And it's whenever you go into YouTube and you're uploading it, you go to the end screen bit and you can choose it to go from 20 seconds, 10 seconds, or 5 seconds, or whatever.
No idea. I didn't see. It's all new to me. Newfangled. Now, what I was thinking was, someone said the lonely flag man. I wonder, is that the same idea as like the lonely goat herd? You know, high on a hill stood a lonely goat herd. You know that one.
I'm going to tell Bubba you called him a goat. I'm going to tell him you called him a goat.
But what I'm thinking is, like, would it not be better having a nice colour party of 6 or 7 females there than just a solo male? Would that not be much better?
Normally, young Courtney does the flag for them, and then Bubba walks alongside her. So they don't care if it's boys or girls, whatever.
All right, okay. I thought they were one of these ones. Oh, it has to be a male colour party, you know, like.
No, they're not. Rascal, they have a female cymbal player, in Haley. They've got Courtney that does the flag. They've also got a female drum major.
Good. So, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Now, where are we going to? Yes, my clip next. Now, I did post this on the forum the other day. Never been on the show before. I don't know whether you saw or not, but I had to have this on tonight. And the reason that I love this clip, this is a perfect example of the accordion bands in their heyday. Like, this is la creme de la creme, if you know what I mean. So way back then, Starve Naga there used to be always two big accordion contests in Ballyclare. The first one was Carntolls. The second one was Star of Nog. And what Star of Nog actually did was they borrowed the local school, and you actually had to parade into the square in the school, do, you know, two corners and come down, stop, form, fall out, and then perform a competition piece and then leave the square, right? So first of all, nerves. You don't realize just how nerve-wracking it is until you actually have to do something like that. And the accordion bands were all on the top of their game around this time. This is from 1992. Now, the reason that I love this clip so much, one of my pet hates for bands is cornering, and when they crab out round a corner. When you come to a corner in the band, folks, you are not meant to be going in the opposite direction from the corner. So if you're going around here, you do not go that way, okay? You do not crab to the side. Absolutely hate it. And the reason I absolutely hate it is because we were taught to corner properly. This is how you corner. If you watch this clip, you will see, first of all, the Bobby Hall, who I'm sure many in the Melody band scene would know. And Bobby is literally standing in the middle of the square, and he is judging style and appearance and marching and discipline. And you can actually see him checking the ranks as you go by him, both into a corner and out of it. Have a look at this clip. It is perfection. I am so proud of that clip. Absolutely. Perfection. Rows, the ranks are perfection. They're coming in around, they're coming straight up to them. The halt, everybody sliding into the feet, nobody missing the actual halt itself. And then the final.
Hang on. I'm just looking here. The video's still playing on the Facebook one for me. Whenever the camera looked down the rows weren't straight.
They were ruler straight you.
Near the end there, you
Don't
go back.
you even,
You
don't
go,
you even
go
start.
you, go you back,
No,
and you can see.
no, I'm not listening. I'm not listening
You
to
would
it.
see
Not listening.
heads.
Not
You would
listening to
only
it.
see one head,
Not listening
but
to
you
it.
can actually
The
see
camera
heads.
is not head face on you. Don't you even start.
But they're right.
Don't
They're
even
right
start.
both
No,
sides.
no,
Cameras
no,
don't twist.
no,
They're
listen, no,
not.
listen,
They're
no, listen, no,
twisted.
listen.
The lines aren't even straight. Not straight.
That makes me so proud. That is, to me, what I love.
One of those
What I
special cameras.
absolutely love.
One of those special
No,
cameras that go like that.
No, that is what I love. That's a band that won 50 out of 50 every time. Now, Lisa's next clip, she said the reason she chose the next clip is she loves the band and she loves the arrangement of this tune. This is Brigton Loyalists playing at Black School competition in 2019. I don't know what the tune is, but we're going to find out. Good choice, Lisa. Good choice, Caledonia. There.
Great tune, but I'd love to hear it either outside or in a hall with better acoustics.
I still thought that was good.
It was fantastic. It was fantastic, but I just think the way the hall was, it was making the. You're starting to turn me in against off blooming high tension drums. On that one. I just thought
you will learn eventually. You will learn eventually.
I'll never ever ever enjoy accordions though.
Who's up next? Your third choice. Tell us who your third choice is.
Well, my third choice is a melody band, which I have always liked, but I've actually even grown to actually love the band. Full of great characters, and this was.
You are such a ball licker. It's not. You don't need to do all that for Eddie and Stephen. I mean, it's fine. You know, you don't have to go on like that.
It's this was a clip from their 12th last year on the 13th of July, playing Killaloe. It's Lisburn Young Defenders.
Just laughing there. Ian McAllister says, excellent choice, Roy. And Robert Geddes says, oh, great band, great band. Would those be two of said characters you're talking about, Penny Chance?
Maybe. I also like somebody said Naomi of the Triangle, but that was Naomi of the vocals there in that clip. She was putting the yo's in.
Oh, wasn't
You couldn't mistake her voice anywhere.
If you say so, it's not. I can't say that I've listened to Naomi's voice that often. I don't know what that says about you, Roy.
On that day, I had a great chat with her down the road. And folks, just while remember, I've also stuck the link back in again for Warriors Remembered Just Giving page. If you haven't already give, please do give to such a great and worthy cause.
Super exhibition. Evening to Stephen Ramsey, who is watching in Kujik. No, you're going to have to phonetically tell me that one as well. And also to a very long time friend of mine, George. Where are you, Georgie Borgie? George Frame, who is watching from West Sussex. Hope you are well, George. Now, next up, back to my clip again. This is my fourth choice. Sorry, Amanda Adamson. I actually don't mind pipe bands when they're playing well and when they're playing at proper speed. I'm not that keen on them when they're slow, but I love them when they're playing at the proper speed. And I love things like this here. This is the Pipers and Drummers at the Royal Military Tattoo. There's approximately about just a small number, just about 250. Now, Amanda, when they sound as good as that there, you have to admit that is definitely good. Playing a superb piece of music, Blue Bonnets Over the Border. Brilliant march. Brilliant march. Marlon McAllister, did you send payment for a T-shirt? MJ McAllister, I've just seen your name up there and thought that's maybe you. If that was you, let us know via PM, because we've got an MJ McAllister, but I didn't have anybody with that name. So
and
we
also
just
no address.
Oh, we need an address as well. Okay, cool.
There's quite a few. That send it through without addresses, but I'll be able to PM them and get addresses of them whenever I'm.
No worries. Okay, absolutely loving that. Loving a good pipe band there. Let's see. There was a comment in there from Fred and Linda Deacon. They say they're having a good night, enjoying it. Thanks for all that we do. If it wasn't for you guys watching it, we'd be sitting here talking to yourselves. And that wouldn't make much sense.
That makes no difference to you. That's what you normally do anyway.
I talk to the dogs. Me and the dogs have some fantastic conversations. Ian Kennedy, you just wait till I see you, boy. Says worse lines there than Dunloy. Or are you saying Dunloy were good? I'll let you off with it if you did. No, she says it wasn't him. So if anybody did send a PayPal payment with MJ McAllister, please tell us who it is, because we're trying to match up the payment to whoever ordered T-shirt. No, there's no more pipe bands, it is safe to come back to, Amanda. Oh, did you not listen to it? You should have known I wouldn't have picked anything that was too bad. Now, where we go next? Next up, Lisa's clip. Really, really cracking clip. It'll keep Mr. Miller happy.
She did put a comment into the reason why she's picked it.
Where is it?
The reason for the next choice is the band are always a band you could keep following, not just for one tune.
Very, very true, Lisa. And I have to say, they have a fantastic tempo. Another one of my pet hates is where your band changes tempos between, like, you know, single 40s and double 40s, or on the tap and the tune. And I have to admit, I paraded behind Pride of the Raven, one of the big centenary parades, can't remember which one. And we were coming up and they were playing a tune and the band turned round the corner. So we couldn't hear them, but I was able to, like, you know, hum the tune in my head. And whenever I turned around the corner, exactly the same time and speed and everything. And they never varied the whole day. It was absolutely brilliant. It was a real pleasure to walk behind them, as opposed to, you know, skipping every so often to get back into step or varying your step and all that. So it is Pride of the Raven, playing at South Belfast Young Conquerors Parade in 2019. Fantastic there. Nigel in the back corner, and Alvin, another fine piccolo player. Steve McKinney says, brilliant marching band set every week. Our musicians and culture is brilliant. Great sound. And that is why someone else came up with another one. Applaud the prod. But I like that. Give a hand for the band. Give a hand for the band. I like that one. Yes, I think that's our new slogan, Edward. Well done. That's our new slogan. But, you know, we need to show them that we appreciate it. And once you start clapping, everyone else will. Now, Roy is going to surprise quite a few people with his next clip. He really, really is. Especially Tony Miller, because Tony Miller, I believe, had a bet on and just discounted you completely. He thought either me or Lisa would play this next band. But in fact, you chose it, Roy.
Yeah, most people think just because I was in Predator Main that I can't appreciate the musical skills of this band. They are in stark contrast to Predator Main, but in the style of music they play, they are one of the best out there for their jiggy style of music. And it's Ballykeel. Oh, hang on a minute. Why have I got? It's not time for birthdays yet. Knock my e-cig over it and hit the button for the birthdays. Oh well.
Are you that keen to get playing the Muskehounds? I
am that keen to get playing the Muskehounds. I know. This is Ballykeel Loyal Sons of Ulster during the Apprentice Boys of Derry Parade in Ballymena last year. So it was the lockdown Apprentice Boys.
Superb there, absolutely superb. One of my favorites, but not one of my top 9 favorites, if that makes sense, because I couldn't fit them in my. So I was glad you chose them, Roy, I have to say. Now, the next one was a no-brainer for me. It was going to be in every time, absolutely going to be in every time. This is one of the probably the most watched band clip that I have ever watched, without a doubt. It's a Facebook clip. It's not even it's not even their own drum that they're playing. It is, of course, Gringar Sissel playing my favorite tune, Anzacs, and it is amazing. So you knew this was going to be in. We've had it on before many times, and I'll watch it many times again. Gringar Thistle, love this. The guy just looks so, he just makes it look so easy and so class. ever any clip that will turn me into an air bass drummer, is that one. It is superb. Love it, love it, love it. I think that should be, before you're allowed to beat a bass drum in a band, I think you should be forced to watch that on repeat 200 times, and then you'll be allowed near the bass drum. A couple of folk I want to say hello to. First of all, I want to say hello to Mary Irvine's darlings, Darcy and Harley. Hiya to you both. I hope you are keeping well. Keep Granny up as long as possible. Also to Vauxhall, not your real name, I guess, who is from Canada, but he says, my dad, you never lose the Ballymena there. My dad was from the Moat Road in Ballymena, and my mum was from a Hawkle. Cousins are in Pride of the Main. Lovely to have you in from Canada. And also in from Canada, Aaron Cranston, who is becoming a regular to the show. Aaron, lovely to have you in again. We love seeing people from about the world watching and enjoying our bands. Diane Steele says she thought my favourite tune was The Sash. Well, it's a close second. Absolutely. Actually, Eddie, I was sitting air bass strumming.
And I very nearly put you on camera, but you stopped just as I was about to press the button.
Oh, let me see. Who is up next? So we had that, which was a search for me. Lisa's next clip. Lisa, tell us why you picked this one. Has she a comment in there, Roy, or anything that I can't see? No. Lisa's next clip, while it's playing, she can tell us why. She picked Pride of Lagan Valley. This is them at Ballykeel's Parade in 2016. absolutely superb there. A band that, well, no, I can't say that I didn't see them. They were a band that I were aware of and had seen in many parades, but it's watching them through, through the many clips that we've had here on the show that I've really, they're not one of those bands that you don't appreciate as much as you should. They're very, very, very good, and the uniform is lovely. I can't decide whether I prefer Rathcool's turquoise and the dark navy blue, or the grey and the turquoise. It's a tough one. It's a tough one
for me every day.
the uniform. Now, where are we going to? I missed JD. You had put a comment on earlier on, and it's disappeared off my screen. I can't find it, but I know that you did. If you can find it again and repost it for me, but I know that it was with just relation to Rihanna Leith this morning or today for the memory of Charles Watson, who, of course, the Charles Watson Memorial Band was over, and a really, really lovely gesture by all involved. Let's see, where are we going to? That boy that was playing the bass drum with Green Guards, I just messaged him to tell him to come on. And we're going to get a live performance. Just gather up the Green Guards sizzle there and get big stuff on the bass drum, and we're flying. Now, Roy's next pick, when I saw it on, I thought Roy's away off piste here. And I always worry when Roy's goes off piste because, well, what was that one? The Greatest Showman? Biggest piece of rubbish I ever did hear.
Nothing wrong with The Greatest Showman. It was fantastic.
It was terrible. But I did vet this one and it was okay. So I'm letting them go ahead with it.
It's not just okay.
It is actually very good. Very good. Okay.
I'll
give you that. It's very good.
Absolutely amazing.
You can't say that about that Greatest Showman crap.
You can. I loved it.
Right, tell us about this next clip.
So this next clip, as probably most people will know, I absolutely adore the band of Her Majesty's Royal Marines. And this is a clip from them, and it's Evergreen, Two Steps from Hell, and it's live in the Royal Albert Hall.
Before we go to it, is Evergreen a group or something? And is Two Steps from Hell something that they sing? Or what's the name?
No, it's what the tune's called.
Oh, right. Evergreen, Two Steps from Hell.
It's Evergreen, and it's two tunes, but they're blended to what? They sort of blend into one.
Okay. I thought it was some of this modern music. I'm not down with the kids.
Being 150, Valerie, you couldn't be down with the kids anyway. So this is the band of Her Majesty's Royal Marines.
I'm sitting watching, waiting for the clip. I'll give you credit where credit's due. You may not know music very well, but that was a pretty good clip. Get a backhanded compliment there. Now,
I'm used to them.
back to my choice again. I love this next band. They are a band that I've never seen a bad clip of. Anyone who knows me will know that this will have been in my favorite clips. I particularly love this clip because, thank you, JD, thank you, Joy, before I go. Race-related night on the grave of Charlie Watson from Consular, Alan Lewis and son Harry, East End Great War Society, West Down Psalm, Best Book True Blues, Lower Woodstock Ulster Scots Flip Band, Downshire Guiding Star, UDR, number 4, Family and Grandchildren. Very, very nice gesture indeed by all those involved. So the reason that I love this next clip is I love the march. They are playing Flying Eagle, I think it is. Secondly, it's Remembrance Sunday in 2012 outside the City Hall in Belfast. Anyone who knows me knows that this band was going to be on my favourites list because I just love the balance of the band. It doesn't matter how big or small they are, they're always really, really well balanced. And also because I'm in it. And I can safely say they take the longest steps I've ever taken in my life. And my wee legs are like, really stretched to the max here. And I was terrified of my life. I would follow my arse going down the steps, but it's still a brilliant clip, mainly because of the band playing. It is the Regimental Band. That'll keep Denise and Queen Amy happy. It's the Regimental Band at City Hall, Remembrance Sunday, 2012. Isle doll at the back is with the wrong band, dear lover. I know, God love her, senile dementia. Hey, you lot are soring me. You lot are soring me.
Just to deflect the tension away from you 2 seconds, Valerie, so you can get your breath together. I've just found out that somebody who would normally watch the virtual band parade has binned us off for nothing more than the Eurovision Song Contest.
Who would do such a travesty?
You're friends with his mother.
Tony Miller!
Yes!
And he calls himself a bandsman.
Exactly! And after me picking Ballykeel and him watching Eurovision Song Contest instead. That's why he missed them.
Hey, they don't make them like they used to. Sure they don't. Don't make bands men like they used to.
Definitely don't.
No, where are we going? I'm laughing at these comments.
Adrian, a village is missing an idiot somewhere.
Who said that?
Adrian.
I missed that, Adrian. No, I can't see it. I can't see it. Adrian, consider yourself in the black book. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Tony Miller, you've just let yourself down a bag full.
And Barbara's watching it as well.
Oh, well, at least she's watching here too, like, you know. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. It's not the same since Terry left. Or Terry died. God love him. Right, Lisa's next clip. The reasons behind this next choice, it's my favourite clip of this band, full stop. Just listen to the bass drum. It is Clocker Protestant Boys playing in Gertrude Starr's parade in 2017. Craig Curry says VBP 10 points, Eurovision nil point. Nil point, Tony, nil point. Oh my goodness, my goodness. Graham Norton, good Dublin proddy, isn't he? Absolutely is. Now, next up is Roy's choice. Tell us about it, Roy. Tell us about it.
Well, this little band isn't just a favourite of one of my favourites, it's also my other half's favourite, and I was basically told if I didn't pick this band by her that she would bite my ankles. So this Valerie's just going.
I was reading the comment and then it just clicked on me what you had said. Per Michelle. You know, I suppose you can't get any higher than your ankles.
Exactly. So, but this little band, definitely since I come back to Northern Ireland, 11 years ago, have, when I first came back, I always thought they were too heavy in the drums. So you stood at the front of the band, you couldn't really hear the flutes.
So you're criticising them then, is what you're saying?
No, but in the last
you wouldn't have chosen them yourself, but Michelle wanted them.
No, in the last 3 years, this band to me has become one of the pinnacle bands on the road, in Blood and Thunder, and it is
Hold on. Before we go to Roy Tellen, we'll just keep the suspense there going. Amanda Hall, sorry, Lisa, I don't like your taste in band. Amanda, out of line, darling, out of line. Lisa spends an awful lot of time picking clips and bands and all that kind of stuff. And I can't fault her taste in any of her clips. And absolutely, her taste in clips pleases many people. So not nice comment at all. Sorry.
And
don't
I
like it.
totally agree with you there, Valerie.
So,
There's been
tell us
many.
your band.
It is East Belfast Protestant Boys.
I do like that uniform. Do you like that uniform? Yes, very, very nice uniform.
And what do you think of the music?
Playing well, actually. Playing well. Scott Clark, I have a bone to pick with you. To be fair, out of the three, I think Lisa has the best picks. What?
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 Scott.
Need a point, Scott. Need a point.
minus 10.
Yes. Can you get minus in Eurovision? I don't know.
Probably not, but we're just going to start inventing it just for Scott.
Glenn Miller says, "Oh, hold on a wee minute. I want to put just a wee point we need to discuss here." Glenn Miller says, "I'm going to be in Ballymena Roy tomorrow around 11:30, hopefully to deliver made to parade glasses." What's this?
Have you missed out on these, Valerie? The etched made to parade glasses that I've purchased from Glenn, and he's decided to hand deliver them to me.
Sounds like I have.
Pint glass and a shot glass, or a short glass.
My goodness.
Glenn,
Hi.
I will do my best to hold off. I take Michelle to work. She starts at 12 tomorrow, so I will hold off in the hope that you get here for 11:30. If not, I would be back. It takes me 40 minutes to 20 minutes out and 20 minutes back. So
It's just avoiding you, Glenn. Let's face it. It's just avoiding. Leave them in the front doorstep. We'll be fine.
Why would you want to avoid a famous person, famous author like Glenn? If you haven't already bought the book yet, folks, Made to Parade is available to buy in Amazon, or if you contact Glenn, I'm sure he can get you a copy. And also, you can purchase Made to Parade glasses. Just contact Glenn Miller.
Are you paid? Are you in commission? Jockey
Barbara's getting hers hand delivered too.
Jockey Hamilton says, "No, Roy, best picks. No, Roy, best picks for you. Val never plays East Belfast." played them before. I've played them. But anyway, right. Now, where are we going next? Glenn, you can nip down and fix my cord. Amanda is still pissing in the dark.
Night, Jensen.
Oh, Jensen is away. He's got man flu and an ear infection. Oh, poor wee Jensen. Hope you feel better soon, son. Hope you feel better. Now, we're going to do birthdays after this clip. So if Jensen can stay around just for a few minutes, it would be good. But
Yes,
we're
it
going
would
to
be good.
Yeah, would be good. We are going to play my next choice. This is my 7th choice. It's only the second accordion band clip of the night. Can I just point this out? It's only one of 2. I'm the only person who picked them. And I couldn't miss this. Again, it's one of my favorite tunes, played really, really well. It is Brunswick Accordion Band playing Sleeping Warrior in the Ulster Hall. Oh, I'm a mute. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I don't care what you say. And the thing about it is, yes, I think well, I'm not in all of my picks. I'm not in all of my picks, but like,
I said the two. I said the two Diddy Nipper clips. You were.
Oh, they're definitely the two Diddy Nippers. They're absolutely, definitely the two Diddy Nippers. I have to be in them. I'm proud when I'm doing something with a band. I can't help it. It's not my fault. Not my fault. Now, birthdays next, and then hopefully Jensen is still there. This is. I actually only have one birthday.
I've got a wee clip just to play for birthdays.
I don't trust you.
Oh, you can trust me in this one.
Are you sure?
100%. So I'm just going to play the wee clip and let it speak for itself.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday, Mummy. Bye-bye.
See? You know, you told you could trust me.
That's brilliant. Well done, Jensen. And your mummy is, of course, the only birthday that I have tonight. So, Gillian, not only do you get a special mention from Jensen, but you also get your own personal serenade from the Muska Hounds. You are a lucky, lucky woman.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from the forum. Happy birthday to you.
All I can say is, Rena, you need to get that room read out. That's all I'm going to say. Now, next up, especially for Jensen, is one of Lisa's picks. She asked us to put it on specially next so that Jensen gets to see it. It is Donaghadee Fifes and Drums at Kilclooney's Parade in 2018. And before we go to it, I have a message. There was another birthday. JD says it is. I think you're taking the piss here, JD, because there's no way that man is only 30. Either that, he's had a very hard paper run. But Councillor Anne Lewis is apparently 30 today. I think, JD, you're you're taking the piss. But anyway, happy birthday to you, Councillor Anne Lewis. And up next is Donaghadee, especially for R.E. Jensen.
2 seconds, 2 seconds.
What do you mean 2 seconds? 2 seconds. Can't get the staff these days. Can't get the staff. Valerie, have you the kettle on next Friday night, or will I bring the wine? Next Friday is such a disaster for me. I'm doing a recording in the afternoon, and then I'm taking the TV camera crew down the street to the band parade as well. So I don't know exactly what's happening next Friday night. Right, so we're ready now. This is Donaghadee, especially for you, Jensen, picked by Lisa. Gillian may think that she sneaked past there unnoticed, but I'm sure everyone saw her scooting in there in the side of the side of the band there. Let's see. Guy in the stick is beautiful, says Jackie Boyle. Just beautiful. He's not like, good on the stick or anything like that. He's beautiful. I'm sure he will be very impressed. Carson has his own YouTube, or Jensen has his own YouTube channel videos called Jensen's Antics. So everybody go along and subscribe and follow it, and give him all your support so that he's got as many subscribers as possible. Now, Denise wants to know, do you think there'll be many bands in Coleraine? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. So I'm kind of, next Friday night's all up in the air for me. So Roy's in charge. I know. I can't believe I said that with a straight face as well. Oh dear. Whose clip's up next? Your clip's next, Roy.
Yeah, for me, this is another Blood and Thunder band that I absolutely love, with an absolutely fantastic colour party. Whenever I first came back and went down to Downshires Parade, they did a fantastic display at the Cut, and I have basically followed them ever since. And they could do with a little perk in numbers, so anybody down Donegal way wants to go and join them, get cracking onto them. It's Black Skull, Orange and Blue. This is them at Clockers Parade in 2011.
Very good clip there, and yes, totally super colour party. Very good. Now, Alan Finley says plenty of Blood and Thunder next week. Roy, he's in isolation till Sunday. I'm afraid the next Friday night is a military bands night. It's our last military bands night of the year. We're just trying to get all the genres crammed in before we finish. And for those of you who are saying about coming to my garden for a garden party, or coming to my house on Tuesday night for tea, or coming to my house on Friday night for tea as well, bring your own and make your own, because I don't cook. And secondly, if you're partying in the garden, can you pick up the dog poo while you're at it? Great. Thanks. And where is he? You think these things pass me by? You think these things pass me by? I see everything. Jockey Hamilton, have you ever had the pleasure of being in the Black Book? Because you're in it now. Roy, I think you should be presenting the show. Sorry, Val, only kidding, honey. I'll only kid you, honey. Now, my next clip. Let me
I
see.
just don't have enough hot air to present the show like Valerie does.
My next clip will the band will not surprise many of you. I don't cook tea. No, I don't. And I'll not be here apart from anything else. No, I don't cook tea. Drew does all cook in our house. It's great. Love it. Now, Drew or Mason, one of the two. I got him trained into cooking very early doors. The next band will not surprise, but I think the choice of tune might. This is County Flute Band playing in 2011 at the Bells Hill Boyne celebrations. It was, of course, the over-the-shoulder orange badge holder. I know I have a reputation for not liking it. Most times I don't, to be honest, but I wouldn't have anybody say anything about it. And I do defend it because there is nothing offensive in it. Now, Lisa's pick is next. And of course, there's only one band that Lisa would pick for Lisa's man in front of it with the stick. This is Gertrude Starr playing at Ballinahenge Protestant Boys Parade in 2017. His name is now officially changed by deed poll to Lisa's Man with the Stick. That's all anybody ever calls him. Lisa's Man with the Stick. And yes, I would imagine Lisa says there's no explanation needed. There will be domestic in the Kerr household in the same way that there's a domestic in the Adamson household, because Tad hasn't the light switch fixed. Now, where are we going to go next? Roy, next pick is yours, your 8th pick.
Yeah, and for my 8th pick, this is a band that gets overlooked quite a lot. Whenever people sort of even mention Big Blood and Thunder, you say Clocker, you would say East Belfast, Process Boys, etc. But I actually really enjoy this band as well, and they've also got a fantastic colour party as well, but not as big a colour party in this clip, because this is them over in France. This is Loyal Sons of Bena, and it's from 2019.
I have a soft spot for this band, mainly because we old Caesar's in it. And he's old, and it's probably, his last 20 years in a marching band. So, I always like seeing this band. I do like the low tension drums with the Blood and Thunder. Definitely do. I think there's maybe something a wee bit funny in the tuning of them, but no, I think it gives that nice split level.
And that was also one of the reasons why I chose that particular clip, Valerie, for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Because it was Blood and Thunder with low tension drums.
Gillian, you've got it wrong. Carson, you weren't called pretty earlier. You were called beautiful. And it wasn't me. It's just as well she didn't call Chris beautiful, or there would have been a domestic. Lisa would have been on the ball. But you were beautiful. Not talented, great with the stick, nothing like that. They're beautiful. Don't split the Muskehounds like that. Miller or the Halbert. Listen, every band has their own wee thing that's special about them, and we need to show our appreciation going forward. Now,
I just want to give a wee quick shout out to Rodney McMaster. Hope your e-cigs are going well, and keep going in and seeing Michelle.
There you go. Now, this is my last pick of the night. There's really only one band that was going to be. Well, I say that, but there's been a few bands that you knew were going to be in my list. So this is definitely my favoritist ever band.
I didn't think Miller Memorial was your favorite band. That's what the clip.
Don't tell Eddie. And this is my favoritist tune that they play. I do apologise for me giving off in the middle of this clip because it was my first day trying the gimbal for the mobile phone, and it was pissing me off beyond belief, and especially pissing me off in the middle of this tune. This is a wee tune called No Surrender. I love the drum parts to it. It's all syncopated rhythms. It's an amazing tune. I love it. It is, of course, Ballyrasheen Protestant Flute Band, and this is them on Dairy Day 2020. That's the wrong place in the clip. Wrong place in the clip. No. Happy now. I'm happy now. The blooming thing, 120 quid I paid for it. And it's as much use as an ashtray and a motorbike for video. Honest to goodness. It would have hit a tree and then the next thing was buzzing all over the place. It was driving me mad. Now, next up is Lisa's final clip. Lisa is picking Shankle Protestant Boys. This is them in 2012 at the 12th. Somebody said there they like that uniform. I do. I definitely like that uniform on them as well. Jockey Hamilton says, thanks for a great night. Won't be on next week. Working all weekend. See you in a couple of weeks. You won't. You won't. Remember, next weekend is our last weekend of Virtual Band Parade. We are calling it quits after next weekend because, of course, the parades are starting up again, and we'll be all out watching the parades, hopefully. Now, having said that,
And I'm giving up going to see a parade next week to bring you the show.
Yes. I'm not. I'm going to see the parade next week. I have other commitments. That's what it is. However, because we're aware that there are some people who won't have local parades yet, Scotland aren't parading again yet, and I know that the people in England don't have weekly parades in the way that we are lucky enough to do, what we're going to do is a Thursday night show. So we're going to take a couple of weeks off, and then we're going to start doing Thursday throwbacks. So we will still be back once a week, but just a Thursday night going forward, okay? We'll let you all know in plenty of time. Now, we're up to our last clip of the evening. My goodness, it's only 10:05. You weren't talking as much tonight, Roy. That's what it has been. That's why we're on time
I've
tonight.
actually talked more tonight than I normally do in any show. We've curtailed you tonight. You haven't gone off on any
I haven't had a rant tonight.
Exactly.
We need a rant before we finish. You know, it feels wrong finishing Virtual Band Parades without a rant. You know.
You see, I can't rant tonight because I got to see bands. My rant is I've got so out of practice with a blooming camera that's normally like a parade today, which I think it's what, 8 or 9 bands or something like that. I would probably take about 200 pictures. I took 790 pictures.
Oh, stop boasting. Just because you were seeing live bands today.
It was absolutely, but it was. See, going back, I know I've been to a couple of single band parades and everything else, but seeing bands, when you look where I was standing, you could see bands in the distance all the way down. It was fantastic seeing band after band.
I know. Just even the colour of them, like the bright colours of the uniforms and that there. I mean, you've missed it so much. Now, let us see. Roy never gets a word in. Tommy, are you mad? He can control my mute. He can shut me up at any time. I unfortunately cannot do the same with him. Now, I think next week I'll prepare a rant for next week because I feel that I haven't had one for a while. I feel that you're missing it. So we'll get
Valerie, it won't be too hard to, considering you've got the Musca Hounds on with you.
Oh, that's true. Next Saturday night. Be very afraid the Musca Hounds are with
folks,
us.
all I can say for next Saturday night is make sure you've got your drinks in, your snacks in, comfy slippers on. It could be a long show, and it's going to be something very unique that we've never tried before. It could go very, very wrong, or it could go very, very right.
It'll go very, very wrong. No, our luck. Very, very wrong. Now, finishing up tonight's clip is one of Roy's. Roy, do you want to introduce it? And then I'll say bye-bye. What do you mean, Scott Clark? Why doesn't he? I'd be slapping that button all the time.
Scott, I know it's really, really hard to keep my finger away from the mute button, but do you know what?
See, listen, we tried this experiment one night before where I said nothing and you were begging me to speak. So don't start that crack. Now, who is your next clip? Your last clip, Roy, your last choice.
Oh, my last choice of the evening. There's only one way to finish off the show this evening. Hence why I went third on the picks every time, because you would be the last one. A band that I do hold very close to my heart. One of the most unique.
All right, sorry, go on ahead there.
Well, unique drum corps for the simple reason they haven't updated since they very first started. And it's instantly recognisable, and it of course is Pride of the Main, and this is them at their own parade in 2015.
So before we go to the clip, I just want to say stay safe during the week. We will see you on Friday night. I hope to see you at some point during the evening. I literally just don't know what timings are, but Roy will be here regardless with our military band nights. And then, of course, on Saturday night, we have the Musca Hounds on our final show. And hopefully Lisa will join us as well. That's the plan. Do you hear that, Lisa? That is the plan. You will be with us next Saturday night. So we've got Friday night, which is the military band night, then Saturday night, which is our final show, Muska Hounds, and we are going to do a live requests. Chaos will ensue, absolutely. But we... I'm just laughing at some of these comments, you headbands. We will see you all next Friday night. Stay safe during the week. And of course, I want to hear you all saying this. Keep the flutes to the myth, boys, because we're coming to the tune.
It was when England's glorious sun in 1688 was overcast with treason's cloud and popery stood elate, that up arose her Protestants, the peasant and the peer, and vowed the chain of perjure James that they would not dainty wear. They sought them out a prudent chief to guide their heart and zeal, to lead them on that victory might bless their flashing steel. And who so fit to guide that host in all its bright array as William, Prince of Orange, ere he landed at Torbay? Then up arose the mighty chief and left his native shore, and rode upon the stormy waves our freedom to restore. Upon his flag was blazoned forth high fluttering o'er the main, that our religion and our laws he ever would maintain. 'Twas then in gallant style he stood upon the vessel's prow, with victory on his flashing sword and wisdom on his brow. And tens of thousands greeted him upon his natal day, when he, our glorious Orange chief, first landed at Torbay. Come, brethren of the Orange bond, a bond ne'er to be riven. Whene'er we give great William's name, a bumper must be given. For if you'd fire a fou de joie to him who victory won, come prime and load and see you get charge into your gun. The eloquence of bumpers full there's nothing can surpass. There's naught expresses kindred soul like friendship's social glass. And thus we give our song and toast with 3 times 3 huzzah, the memory of King William and his landing at Torbay. The memory of King William and his landing at Torbay.